Life is good, 13. 13 loves of the Most High. I'm a high Yahudium Moor who's forsaken the lust of his former self and moved into being the righteous man that Yah needs me to be here in these times, and for his women and for his children, because I listened to the 13 Sons message and I've linked up with my cousins in TLC, 13 Love Community Private. So all praises be to the Most Highs for their glory and their mysteries and their miraculous ways of bringing forth love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice on this earth as it is in heaven. Today I'm sipping on some Bay's coffee. Thought I'd just throw in a little advertisement for the cousins since I can't be playing no loud music up in here. Little man's still in his resting mode. He might be coming out here in a little bit. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Bay's Coffee. And I wanted to give a shout out to Be Royalty. So you can see that. Be Royalty, this stuff is really great for your skin. You know, you want to be detoxing your whole body, getting it all nice and clean. There's a lot of yoga you can do to help you detox your body. A lot of exercises, and then also yoga kriyas that help to clean out your insides, and you want to get all your chakras fine-tuned, working properly. And once you do that, you start sipping on a little bit of honey. You get some honey going into your system, sealing up all of the insides, making you not as hungry, knocking out any diseases. And then you get in your royal souffle on the outside, get your sun energy on and sealing up your body, keeping a dome cap on your head, sealing you off tight so that way you grow right. Yeah, just here checking in. You know, I'm keeping my voice down a little bit because I want this conversation to go on as long as it needs to. Just to give you all a little bit of a story, a little bit of a message, you know, whatever the Most High Spirit's bringing out of me right now. But I made a video. Oh, there he is. So I guess that we're gonna cut this one short, and I think I know how to pair them up together. So 13 Love. All right, so back here again, just had to rise up and get a little snack going on. So the message from the young star, he's saying get out, you know, get out. And I think that I can take that to this next level and just expand on that a little bit. But you got to get out of doing the wrong thing you've been doing. So if you're still running around, you know, smoking weed, playing video games, just doing whatever you used to do back in the days while all this confusion is going on in this world, and you can, you know, still be out partying, drinking, smoking, gambling, doing all these lawless things that the Most High has warned you about, eating the wrong foods, this kind of stuff. You know, I got to really ask you, what are you doing? Because right now what I'm doing is linking up with my cousins, giving out information on how to change your body through yoga and martial arts, giving out that information for free on my website. And so I'm trying to help people change. I'm trying to give them knowledge and resources if that's one of their paths, because what I've realized is that yoga has always been there for me along this path in my transformation. It's what helps me reach that higher vibration to become more like Yahshua HaMashiach. And what's interesting is the other night we were all laying down, and I put on one of the 13 Sons videos, and I don't know if he knew he said it, but Lil Man goes, "Is that Yahweh's son?" Like, the video had only been going on for like, I don't know, a few minutes, and he just goes, "Is that Yahweh's son?" And I was just like, yeah, and I just kept watching the video. But I've never said that, or you know, never, you know, that's always been a thought that's in all of our minds, is who is this man right here? And I made a video in the past I was just about to tell you about that. You know, I had to start taking heed to his message, because he started coming in through the dream world, and he started coming to me through you know, telepathic communication and stuff. And that's just, no one had that power, and I couldn't convince myself that it was my imagination. So it's very interesting how that man can be in several places at once and still be, you know, just smiling at an average man at the same time. So that takes a very humble heart. So my partner the other day, she was saying, you know, we're pair bonding, and she was saying that she had started to have that communication open up as well. And I was very very happy. I'm like, see what I was talking about, because that's something that a lot of you might be on the fence about. You're sitting here seeing all this go down, but you're kind of scared to change your ways. And so the ways that you can change yourself is to stop hanging out with the lawless people. I kind of took it to the extreme, and I just really cut off a lot of people. Just hunkered down after I got back traveling from India. I pretty much step by step stopped hanging out with all of the people of my past, even to the point that it was family for a while. I just didn't even talk to anyone. Just did work, focus on me, read the Quran, read the Torah, teach private yoga. And eventually that's actually how Gabby and I got to meet each other. I was at Whole Foods one day going in to get some Brazil nuts, which actually happened to be her favorite. And I'm sitting in there and I just hear someone go, "Wrong man call." I'm like, "Wrong man call?" Like, not very many people just call me wrong man call. And so I had to figure out what they were talking about. And so I turn around and I see Gabby over there, and it's like, how did she know who I was, right? But I guess that she had come from California and had seen me posting like healthy food and stuff. This is back when I was just getting on the path, so I'd have this Instagram called Raw Man Ka, where I post like yoga and eating raw, because I was all about only eating raw foods. That's why I'm in there getting Brazil nuts. And an avocado. I loved avocado at that time. So I was in there doing that and met her. She mentioned she had a son and that she had just moved here from California, and so I gave them some wild walnuts. They took those home. You remember cracking those walnuts?
Yeah.
Smashing them? You was killing those walnuts, wasn't you? Just
Killing them to pieces so they could die.
But they didn't, because inside, you know how they have like a brain shape? They're actually good for your brain. Yeah.
I killed the brain.
Yeah, you killed their brain. All right. So anyway, they were actually heart-shaped, those ones they opened up. And there's still a couple pieces around this apartment somewhere today. And she began to reach out about private yoga classes, had seen my information, my cards and stuff. And then slowly but surely, we were, meeting up on the Sabbaths, and had gone through this process and transformation during this time. It was meeting up on the Sabbaths, and then on somewhere around the Gregorian calendar date of November 28th, she had never planted her feet before, and I was like, "You've never planted your feet?" Of course walking around barefoot, but actually digging a hole, planting your feet. And it's cold outside. A lot of people are off celebrating that Turkey Day or whatever that thing is. I don't know what they do on those days.
It's Thanksgiving.
Is it? What do they do on that day?
They buy a turkey from the store, or they just kill a turkey from their farm, and then they eat the turkey.
Why?
Because, I don't know, it's a holiday.
Yeah. Is it a holy day or a holiday?
Holiday.
Yeah. But what's the holy day? What is the holy day we celebrate every Semana?
Sabbath.
Yeah. What do we do on the Sabbath?
We get to do whatever we want, but except bad stuff.
Yeah. What do you like about the Sabbath the most?
I love about eating and watching movies.
Eating and watching movies? I love to eat too. What did we have this last Sabbath? What did we eat this last Sabbath? You were loving it. What was it?
Strawberries.
Strawberries? No. Remember what we had? Mom made it it came from Alaska. My grandpa caught it. Yeah, the fish. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
I ate it all.
Yeah, you ate all the fish. And we had just a couple scraps. You ate all of it. But that's good. You can't, and that's what I realized, you can't be too health conscious. Some people get so health conscious like I used to, and man, I'm about ready to be really vulnerable, but you can see my teeth, I have little black spots on my teeth because I only ate raw food for so long. I don't go to the doctor, I don't go to the dentist, I don't use the system very much, just to go out, get a little bit of fiat in lieu of lawful money, which lawful money is gold and silver. Hey, mailman's here. You think he's got some good packages for us? Oh, that'd be so cool if he hopped in with some cool packages. But this is lawful money. It's gold and silver. So I have some some maple leaves. And Moors carry around 4 silver coins in their pockets. So you think that he's gonna knock on the door with a package?
Money.
I hear something going on. Oh, I don't know if he had anything. You can go look. He dropped off everything. It is ancient money. It's been around for so long, and you can still buy a comparable amount of goods and services with the same amount of metal, like gold or silver. And in the Constitution even says that gold and silver is the only lawful money. So right now we have what's called like fiat, which is fake money, and it's not really money. It's just currency that's used as money. It's a banknote that's used as money or in the place of money, because legal money is no longer in circulation unless you go buy, gold and silver and those kind of things. So can't get that door open? You can do it.
I can't. I tried.
You tried? Say you'll try again. You can do it. Push in on the door and then pull. Look at that. Alright. See, sometimes you just need a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of guidance, and that's what the 13 Sons done for us, giving us that encouragement and guidance. So you don't see it in there? Nothing, no packages?
No.
Oh, it's okay.
And
So,
that man's leaving.
yeah, he's heading out.
He
So,
might come back again.
mm-hmm.
Let me just look if he just dropped off somewhere.
Yeah, we don't have the mail key with us.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, that all just goes to say that what's going on right now is very serious. And if you're still messing around with this information, or you're going here, going there, looking everywhere outside of yourself, you really need to come back inside yourself, clean your body out, and get on this path as quick as you can without rushing. But by basically taking a self-analysis and just thinking, what am I really doing with my life? Am I over my past yet, or do I need to forgive myself? Do I need to love myself a little more? Because a lot of us got into a lot of trouble because we didn't love ourselves. We were out doing all these lawless different things, being promiscuous, going out showing off our bodies. You're out there and you're just being lazy and not really like pushing yourself to become better. And so you need to really just take a look at your life, a little snapshot. And I'm not saying that because I'm perfect, but I'm saying that because I'm a perfect example of someone who's changed and moved on and become a better man. And because of that, I'm able to give this message to you and to stand here as a testament or as an example for those that are, that are lost. So I want to just reach out and say that to you all because, after we went out and pair bonded there, that's on this railroad track that's been like a ley line, and I was the one that was planted here on this ley line so that, hey, do you mind shutting that door, by the way? I just don't mind when the door's open. Mind? Thank you. And then you can play with that little Zen garden. That's pretty cool. But anyway, that's a ley line that I've been on for a long time. I used to play there as a child, and it's right in between 13th Street and 21st Street. And I've always had a house on that street, or I've always lived in between those two, which 13 is the universal vibration, and then 21 grams of the soul, or that's a 777. So 7 seals, 7 thunders, 7 signs, whatever you want to call it. And I've always been in between those two, holding that ley line down. That's where I used to meditate when I got back from India. That's where I used to bike ride a bunch, getting myself back in shape and just pushing out all these thoughts, pushing out all this negative energy holding you back. So you want to find something that's going to help propel you forward. And that's where we also pair bonded here, Gregorian time, like the 28th of November, somewhere around that time, 2020. That was a big gift from the Most High, as we had been thinking about that for a long time, wondering why we were brought together. And then now all these things are becoming so clear as we're moving forward and having a lot of great things and great blessings sent to us in our lives. And we're just so grateful for that. So grateful for our Rabbi, the 13th Son, and our Rabbi Yahushua HaMashiach, who came forth by day to show us the right way, and Yah was well pleased with them. So in order to become well-pleasing to Yah, you have to change your ways. You make amendments to your life, and you realize, the way I was living life wasn't that great, I'm not really doing it, and maybe there's still things in my life today that I can change, that I can be a better example for the young stars out there, a better man to the women out there. And maybe everyone has a passion or a gift that they want to share with this world. My gift has to deal with knowledge and information about my craft, which is yoga, which is kung fu, and I do Thai massage. So that's all in this this area that I have a lot of knowledge about, and I can go and talk about different things for a very, very long time. When it comes to that subject, I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience with that, like I've done it before or something. But at the same time, I'm a student. I'm not a teacher. I'm still a student. And I have my mentors that I look up to that guide me through that process. And as far as spirituality, that's the 13th son. And all my cousins in TLC, I learn from them every day. So I'm not perfect, but I am a perfect example of someone that is changing and has changed. So I just want to send 13 love to everyone out there. Thank you so much for just your energy that you're sharing and the presence that you're putting out into this world. And I say 13 Hashem, 13 to all those that walk the righteous path. Thank you for everything. Life is good, 13.